On the morning of September 11th, I was sitting at my desk on the 25th floor of the North Tower of the World Trade Center. All of a sudden, we heard like a muffled explosion, and then shockwave hit. I got knocked out of my chair. My first reaction was, I'm getting out of here, and I ran to the stairwell. It wasn't until we got to the mezzanine level that you could see what happened. All the lights were blown out. There was smoke everywhere. I couldn't believe the amount of shrapnel, and we were held up by a Port Authority cop. He said, when I count 3, you're gonna run as fast as you can. Do not look up, do not stop. I hear a giant roar, and I look up and watched, Flight 175 go right into Tower 2. There was a guy in front of me. He fell over the curb. I tripped over him. I smashed my knee on the ground. My buddy picked me up because we gotta go, man, let's go. And we just started running till we couldn't run anymore and had to catch my breath. And as we walked further, we headed toward the seaport, and at that point, Mom, this guy goes, you guys okay? I'm like, no, not really. I said, we were in the towers, and it was Craig.
On the morning of September 11th, I was working on a trading desk just a few blocks south of the New York Stock Exchange. I remember seeing on the TV screen the second plane hit the second tower, and I remember grabbing my backpack and telling my coworkers that I'm getting out of here. It was on the walk up the FDR Drive North that Ben and I met.
We heard another explosion. Next thing I know, we have a view of the tower. There was only one, and we're like, oh my God, one of the towers came down. And within a few seconds, we saw our building fall down.
I think that's the first time that Ben and I said something to each other.
I had loafers on, I had no socks on, and my feet were torn apart.
He was not in good physical shape. I said to him, where do you live? And he said, probably another hour and a half to 2 hour walk from the East 30s. I said, Ben, why don't you come up to my apartment? Let me give you a comfortable pair of sneakers so that you could finish your walk home in a little more comfort than you're in now. And he said, are you sure? I said, absolutely.
We didn't really reconnect, I think, for 3 years. The thing that brought us back together was coaching in youth lacrosse.
I walked onto the field. Ben was there. I tapped him on the shoulder and I said, do you remember me?
From that point, our friendship blossomed. They say lacrosse, they call it the medicine game. It's used to heal, and I truly think it held true, very much so, with our relationship.
When Ben said that he was looking to have the shoes in the 9/11 Memorial Museum, I was excited because I know how much the shoes meant to him.
It's something that got me through and got me home to my family. If I hadn't met him, I don't know where I would have ended up. He definitely showed that day the best of humankind.
All I did was what I know thousands of other New Yorkers did on that day, which was just lend a hand to someone who needed it more than me on that day.
I cherish our friendship tremendously.